Hey guys, AYT here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be continuing the what if Deku was the son of Goku and Kale. So before we get into that, I haven't uploaded in like 3 weeks. The first week I was being lazy, and then the other 2 weeks were Christmas and family related. Christmas, New Year's and family related. So there's that. Also, I got my drawing tablet, which has arrived, so I don't think I'll be posting any good animations soon, because I'm not that good at drawing. I'm decent at drawing. To be honest, I can draw better on a drawing tablet than I can on paper, which is kind of scary, but yeah. So there's that. Um, if you don't know what Wattpad is, this is not sponsored, by the way. Wattpad is like a community where people can publish and make their own books, fan fictions, fantasy, romance, science fiction, pretty much whatever you can think of writing, you can put on there. And yeah, bad explanation. I'm going to leave my Wattpad in the description below, because I'm working on a story right now. If you haven't seen the what if Deku had an enhancement mutation, then you should be all good. You should be all set. Enhancement story that I'm currently doing, which I haven't updated in like 2 weeks. I need to get back on writing that. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, my Instagram. I'm also gonna put my Instagram in the description. That's gonna have like pictures of my drawings and all kinds of stuff. It is my main Instagram, so it's like I put everything on there. But bear in mind I'm a Christian, so it has drone at the moment. Doesn't have that much because my other account had all my stuff, and I lost the email to that, and the recovery one and the normal one. I don't even know how, but I did, so I can't get it back into that. Yeah, so at the moment it has drone stuff on there and like 2 other pictures. I don't know, but yeah, I'm gonna be posting all my stuff on there. All right, so let's get into this. All right. So we left off with Izuku transforming into Master Super Saiyan, and Izuku stood and he looked at Goku. So this is what Super Saiyan feels like. He played around, flying, sending ki blasts, using beams, etc. And Goku began to grow impatient and he cleared his throat. Yeah, like that. Which is Midoriya took as an order to come in and be quiet. No, it's not. You're not in Super Saiyan right now. So all of this, no. I'm not done. What you're in right now is called Mastered Super Saiyan. It's a little more powerful than Super Saiyan, and just under the power scale to Super Saiyan 2. No one's managed to do this before, and the only reason I know about it is because I read it in the books of Ancient Saiyans, where I also learned about Legendary Super. I'm in a stronger version of Super Saiyan. Not as strong as Super Saiyan 2, but I'm in the Super Saiyan transformation. Goku nodded his head. Yeah, it's a bit complicated, but enough talk. I'm gonna give you a free hit. This should give me an accurate gauge on how much power you have at the moment. Midoriya, he cracked his knuckles. Let's see what I can do. Midoriya, he flew towards Goku, who transformed into Super Saiyan 2, just for precaution. So Midoriya, he flew towards Goku, and he punched him in the gut. So Just as Goku was about to knee Izuku, he felt all the energy disappear from him and went into base form. Now, this is not a special ability that Izuku has to drain power, because if he did, be pretty OP if he did. Actually, I might give it to him soon enough. What the? So, yeah. Goku, he fainted, and Midori, he ran inside and told Kale what happened, and she rushed outside to help Goku. And once she put him, like, on the bed to rest, because he's knocked out and everything, she noticed that Izuku's hair was orange. When did you dye your hair? Izuku also noticed that his hair was orange and remembered that his father said that he was in a Mastered Super Saiyan. I think it's because I'm in Mastered Super Saiyan. Kale looked at Izuku with a funny face. Mastered Super Saiyan? The hell's that? Dad said it's a Super Saiyan transformation that's more powerful than Super Saiyan, but not as powerful as Super Saiyan 2. Kind of like Mastered Super Saiyan Blue. You know, the one that Vegeta has. Kale, do you notice that? It's like, oh, okay. Never heard of that one before. So, yeah, we're gonna do a 2-day time skip. Now, it was, I want to say it's Trunks' birthday. I'm just gonna make it Trunks' birthday. It was Trunks' birthday, and since Vegeta's house wasn't as big as Goku, he hosted a party for Trunks in his house. So Trunks, Vegeta, Bulma. I'm pretty sure they have another kid. No, don't they have another kid? Or is that just me tripping? Okay, I don't think they do. And Bakugo, because Bakugo is going to be the second son of Vegeta. He's going to play a very important part in this story. So they were all there and they were catching up and chilling and celebrating Trunks' birthday. And Goku, he just remembered about the Mastered Super Saiyan transformation, and he went to Vegeta and asked him, like, what's it like to be in Mastered Super Saiyan Blue? And it's like, oh, it feels like normal Super Saiyan Blue, just more powerful, pretty much. You just feel more powerful. It's like, also with Mastered Super Saiyan Blue, I think it's a lot easier to maintain, and I think that's because it's a mastered. Like, I've mastered the form, so it should be easier to maintain. But yeah. So because my script just decides to take the piss, and I do not know what I was writing. I wrote this at like 1 a.m. I was hella tired, so some part of that script, the part of the script I was just about to read makes no sense. So yeah, they carried on chatting, and I'm gonna say voice crack. Izuku noticed that, well, Bakugo had a hostile aura around him, and it was kind of making him uncomfortable. So he stayed on guard, constantly looking at, pardon me, constantly staring at Bakugo, who looked up from his phone and stared back. What are you looking at, nerd? Did I forget to mention no, Deku's gone to school. Yeah, so Bakugo and them lot know each other. Yeah, so what are you looking at, nerd? Izuku, he turned his head and carried on doing whatever the hell he was doing. And then Bakugo's hostile aura, then it simmered down, and after about 30 minutes it started to rise again, which Izuku stared at Bakugo once again. And Bakugo, he noticed this, looked up from his phone, and stared back at Izuku. This time, their eyes connected? No, I don't want to say their eyes connected. That kind of sounds gay. Their eyes interlocked? I don't know. They were staring at each other in the eyes. That sounds gay. There's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just gonna say interlocked. Their eyes interlocked, basically. They were staring each other dead in the eyes. And at this, Izuku's pupils, they were originally like a grayish, whitish blue. I don't know. I'll show you the eyes of a blind person. You can take those eyes, basically. So Deku's Deku's pupils began to color, and his vision slowly opened, whilst Bakugo's did the exact opposite. Izuku was quite shocked, and he closed his eyes because he thought something bad was happening to them, and he didn't want them getting worse than they already were, which is, I don't think that's possible, but oh well. Then, after a few minutes, he reopened them. Obviously, it's his first time seeing, so light just assaulted his eyes, and he was just like, what the hell? My eyes! And I say, everyone looked up at Izuku, who was still shielding his eyes from the lights. And they then heard something break, and saw Bakugo on a bunch of glass pieces. Okay, Bakugo fell through a glass table and he broke it. That makes it easier to explain. He fell through a glass table and he broke it. He's not knocked out, he's perfectly fine. And he was just like, Son Midoriya, what did you do to my vision? And Vegeta, he face palmed and he's just like, what is wrong with that child? And yeah, so Deku, that light, fine. His eyes finally adjusted to the light, and he looked at his mom. He looked at Kale, and he looked at Goku. And he could see, so, a tear started to, like, fall down his cheeks. And Kale noticed this, and she could see the color in Izuku's eyes. Izuku, can you see us? And Izuku, he nodded, but then just as he was about to run and hug his parents, his pupils started to his pupils went back to the grayish that they were, and he could no longer see. And then Bakugo stopped bumping into things because he got his vision back. Goku, he was there looking at Izuku, kind of disbelieving, but believing at the same time, because, his son was diagnosed with blindness. I think that diagnosis. I'm not a doctor. So, yeah. Izuku, obviously being very, very upset by this, he went up to his room and started crying. And Bakugo, I'm gonna say because he was real pissed, he grabbed Izuku, but he went up to Izuku's room, kicked down the door, because why not, and grabbed Izuku by his shirt, and he was just like, what the hell did you do? I can see. And Izuku, he looked up at Kachan, avoiding his eyes. I think I borrowed your vision. And, yeah, that's it. That's chapter 2. I know, it's not that long, even though I haven't uploaded for 3 weeks, but I'm getting back into the schedule, I'm telling you. Alright, so, yeah, like I said, go check out my Instagram, go check out my wattpad. I should be adding more parts to my next story, which is also in chapters, so that's real short too. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you guys